Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to discuss the difference between a primary qualifying agent and a secondary qualifying agent. Now, Florida makes this clear in the statutes and in the Florida Contractors Manual, but it's very commonly confused, especially when consumers are dealing with contractors. You know, they might see a company with multiple license numbers, and people who are in the industry might have paid somebody to get their license activated, and they don't necessarily know the terminology, because after you take the test, I mean, let's admit it, who actually remembers 90% of the stuff that was on the test? But anyway, you have two different types of qualifying agents. You have a primary qualifying agent, and a primary qualifying agent is the main license associated with the company. It could be a GC license, it could be a specialty license, and that licensed person is responsible for both the construction operations and the financial obligations and responsibilities of that business, assuming that there isn't a FRO appointed, a financially responsible officer. Now, if you do appoint an FRO, the primary qualifying agent is only responsible for the construction operations of that business, and the FRO, a separate individual, is now responsible for the financial obligations of that business. Now, moving over to a secondary qualifying agent. A secondary qualifying agent is an additional licensee that's attached to the company. So, for example, you have a contracting company that has a GC as a primary qualifying agent, and then there's also another licensed GC that works for the company. They could also attach their license to that company and be a secondary qualifying agent. Now, the secondary qualifying agent is only responsible for work in which their license number was used to pull the permit. So if their license was not used to pull the permit, then the responsibility falls back to the primary qualifying agent. Now, I know it can get super confusing and every scenario is different. If you guys have any questions or would like a further explanation based on your scenario, feel free to leave a comment down below or reach out to me. I'll have all of my contact info below in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video.